Hello everyone, and welcome to the first part of the question and answer video here on the Ducttapestuff channel. I decided to split this video into two parts, one today and then the other part posted tomorrow, just because I think I got like 30 PMs in the first 8 minutes that the other video went up. So I'm going to get obviously a lot of questions for this question and answer video. So basically I'm going to do the first half today and then the first half tomorrow. So I have all the 4 pieces of paper here that are pretty much show all the questions that have been asked so far, and we'll tackle those in just a minute. So let's get started here. Alrighty, so let's get started here. First question that I got is, why do you only use Duct brand tape? Now, mostly because I only use Duct brand tape because they offer the most colors, and they're also the easiest to get. Walmart stocks pretty much every color that Duct brand makes for about $3.37 a roll, so that's pretty much why I started using Duct brand, because I think it was easier just to go with Duct brand because they had made all the colors. I was able to get them for fairly cheap, and it was just easier to tell people I use only Duct brand tape when I'm making my wallet, so they know what I use and then where they can get it as well. The second question was, what made you decide to bring duct tape to YouTube and not to some other site or area? I pretty much focused on YouTube because it's the biggest video sharing site on the internet, so it's pretty much a no-brainer there when I decided to make the Ducttapestuff channel on YouTube rather than different websites and stuff like that. YouTube was obviously, it still is the biggest video sharing website without a doubt, and that's why I decided to go on YouTube, because it was the biggest. The third question, I was wondering where you could get the bigger rolls of duct tape at. You can get the bigger rolls of duct tape at Walmart. That's usually where I get mine. They're talking about mostly like the extra wide rolls, like the ones that are a lot wider than a normal piece of duct tape. You can get those at Walmart. They're a little more expensive, but if you do want to save on tape, it does allow you to make creations where you have a bigger strip of tape and bigger strips when you start putting them all together. What's the easiest way to make a two-tone logo, like for example the Tennessee Titans logo? The Tennessee Titans logo, or pretty much any sort of sports logo, or most of them have a whole bunch of different colors. I would probably suggest a layering decoration, which I do have a video up on how to do that. And basically what that implies is, you stick a color for the background color down first, and then you add different colors on top of that, like different layers, to make your design. So that's probably what I would go with. Where do you get the inspirations for your designs? I get most of the inspirations from just everyday things. Like for example, I see a Coca-Cola logo, I try to work that into my videos. Some of them are given to me by you guys, by PMing me on the channel, and then I get inspiration that way. But most of the time, I'm looking around at things that I have. Like for example, I play like Halo on the Xbox, so I did make about 4 Halo wallets over the course of the questions videos and stuff like that. What music or band inspired designs have you made? I think I made 2 so far. I made one musical note wallet, which was white and had black musical notes on it, as well as The Who wallet, which is one of my favorite bands is The Who. I made a black wallet which had the Who logo on it, which is also featured in a collections video as well. How many duct tape wallets do you have that you've made? I'd say I got actually 2 questions for this. I would say probably somewhere in the vicinity of 70 to 80. Pretty much, if you actually want to count them, you can go look through all the collections videos. Those are pretty much all the ones that I've made. But I would say somewhere in the vicinity of 70 to 80 wallets. What is your favorite wallet you've made? Probably a tie between the one that I just showed you in my previous video about the one I used for 7 years now, as well as the Sonic wallet. I think the Sonic wallet has become the most popular wallet that I've made on the channel, and I really like it because Sonic's one of my favorite characters, and it just looks pretty amazing. It's one of my favorite wallets overall. When did you become a YouTube partner? I would say probably about 7 or 8 months ago. I wasn't sure exactly when I did, because I'd actually had some revenue sharing videos up. Once your videos hit a certain number of views, you can automatically submit them for video sharing if you're not a partner. If you're a partner, you can submit them for revenue sharing automatically, which is those advertisements that pop up. But I think it was about 7 or 8 months ago that I became a YouTube partner. I don't really keep track of the exact date, but 7 or 8 months. Should be about it. What is your most prized or favorite duct tape possession that you have made? Once again, I think it's a tie between the Sonic wallet and the wallet that I've been using for a long time, for about 7 years. What got you interested in making duct tape crafts? My friend actually showed me a duct tape wallet back in 2003 that he had made, and I thought of how to do that. I went home, I didn't watch any videos or anything like that. I actually figured out how to make the duct tape wallet myself just by thinking, okay, well, if you have duct tape and you stick 2 pieces together, obviously you don't have any more sticky sides showing. So I figured that using that as a basis, I was able to make a wallet that's very similar, and I actually showed you guys that wallet in my first collections video. It's red, and that was the first wallet that I made for my duct tape career, pretty much. The first one I made, and eventually I made that black one, which I used for 7 years now. So let's move on to page number 2. As a partner, have you made any money? The answer is yes. I've been able to make enough money through the YouTube partnership program that I have no need to sell any of my creations to make money. I'm able to support all my duct tape expenses through the YouTube partnership program, and as well as the advertisements and stuff like that. So yes, I'm definitely making money on that. My second question is how do you remove the static? In some of your videos you get that background hum, and only on your face-to-face vids do I hear it. So could you explain a little on how you do your audio? I'm not sure if you guys are hearing any hum right now, but I'm actually in the place where I normally film my face-to-face videos, which is on my porch. But interestingly, if I'm getting the hum from out here, it's probably just because of the background noise, how the audio is being picked up by the camera. It's not really a expensive camera, so that's probably the way it works. But if you're not getting any, if I'm not hearing any hum when it's actually set up next to my computer when I film my tutorials, because that usually my computer is on and it's usually humming right next to the camera. So I'm not sure how that works, but it has something to do with how the audio is working and stuff like that. Not an expert in that, obviously, but that's just my speculation. What's your favorite color of Duct brand duct tape? I would say probably red. Red is my favorite color overall, so it just transfers right over to Duct brand duct tape as well. How old are you? I'm 20 years old. I started doing duct tape when I was 13, so it's going to be close to 8 years pretty soon. And the next question was, how long have you been doing duct tape? How many different duct tape colors or rolls do you have? Over 30 different colors, pretty much every single color that Duct brand makes. I haven't been able to find that pink zebra that came out a while back. I'm not sure where they're stocking it, but obviously they're not stocking it near me. But they also, Duct brand does have a whole bunch of college print designs, which I might end up ordering a few of those eventually. But they're only available in certain select stores near the colleges that are featured on the tape, as well as on the Duct brand website as well. Let's see here. When did you start making things out of duct tape? Like I said, about 7 years ago in 2003. What can I do to where the inside of my credit card holders aren't sticky and gunk doesn't get on my credit cards? The first thing you want to do when you make your credit card holders, you want to make sure there is no sticky side showing whatsoever. That's going to cut back on a lot of the gunk that's going to transfer onto your cards. But even in that case, there's still going to be some adhesive that's going to transfer over. The best way you can do it is just make sure that no sticky side is showing, and that should cut back on a lot of that adhesive that gets stuck on the credit cards. What's the best kind of utility tape to use if you're looking for good strength? I would probably go with one of the higher grade utility tapes that Duct brand makes. They do make a whole bunch of different grades, like they use the utility grade, which is the least expensive. Then they have like professional, industrial, and then I think ultimate as well. So there's 4 grades of utility tape. If you use the higher grade tape, you're obviously good. That's actually going to hold up the best, but it's also going to be thicker because it has more adhesive. So just bear in mind that if you're making a wallet and you want it to be flexible, you might not want to go with the highest grade they make just because it's going to be thicker and it's probably not going to fold as well. So keep that in mind. Most important question ever, Coke or Pepsi? Well, I always used to drink Coke and I always used to prefer that, but I've actually been completely soda sober for almost a year now. This April would actually be a year, and I'm trying to see how long I can go without soda. So I've been almost a year without soda. I'm going to try to go a lot longer than that. And this was a question by myself, Ducttapestuff I have here. Did you ever think that the channel would become this big? Ask myself a question. Honestly, I had a feeling that when I first started the channel that it might get as big as it is now, but I thought that I didn't really think it ever would. I thought they always had the potential to, but I'm not sure if it ever would. But obviously, over the years, it obviously did. So, big surprise for me over the years. What was your favorite duct tape thing that you made? Probably my original wallet or the Sonic wallet, going back to those two. That's probably my 2 favorite things. Is it possible to make a duct tape globe? I'm assuming that you guys are meaning a actual globe. I guess if you take like a round ball and you're able to stick duct tape on it, yes, I guess you could. But like I said, with duct tape, it's got to have a basis behind it. So if you're just making like a circle out of duct tape, it's probably going to cave in, just, you know, because it's got to have a support behind it for it to work. That's why I can't make, for example, a duct tape hockey stick, because, well, it's got to have something behind it, you know, like wood or metal or something like that. So let's move on to page number 3 here. Next question, have you ever made a teddy bear out of duct tape? I'll be honest with you, no, I haven't. That's a pretty interesting request. I'll try to get that into a tutorial if I figured out how to do that. But that would be pretty interesting, having a stuffed animal or a teddy bear made out of duct tape. Would you be willing to do a time-lapse project where one video is so how far you got on a project? I'm not really able to do time-lapse videos with this camera, just specifically because the files pretty much clog up my computer. So once I get a new camera and we will push it to widescreen and stuff like that, I will be able to do time-lapse videos. So that will be coming in the future when I'll be doing time-lapse videos for projects and stuff like that. Let's see here. Do I go to Lehigh University? No, actually I don't. But I am on the eastern coast of eastern part of Pennsylvania. No, not on the coast. No part of the coast hits Pennsylvania, that's for sure. What was the first video that taught you how to make a duct tape wallet? Well, actually, like I said before, wasn't really taught through a video how to make a duct tape wallet. I actually figured out how to do it by myself. So I'm sure there were duct tape wallet videos made back when I first started, but unfortunately I didn't find them. Maybe my wallets would have turned out better if I had. Next question was, how much could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Probably a lot. I'd say a lot. Yeah. Can you ever make a video of you making your wallet from start to finish without editing some parts? I could, but the only reason behind that is because it takes a while for you to actually cut out the strips and stuff like that, and if actually showed me cutting out the strips and stuff like that, it would take me at least a good 15 minutes, because that's usually how long it takes me to make a really good, decent wallet without any problems or anything like that. So it would be kind of boring, because my main tutorials are based on you cutting out the stuff and then sticking it together on your own, because you can just pause the video and then move on once you've gotten exactly what I've told you to do for that step. Would like to know how old you were when you started making duct tape stuff. I was 13 when I started making duct tape stuff, about 7 years ago. If you did sell your wallets, how much would they be? I'd probably sell my wallets somewhere between $8 and $15, depending on how good they were. If it was a Sonic wallet, probably closer to $15. If it was a simpler wallet, probably towards the end of $8, maybe even a little less than that. What made you want to start making things out of duct tape? Like I said, my friends showed me the wallet, and then pretty much it just grew from there. I started making all kinds of things out of duct tape from there. Why did you decide to make wallets and other miscellaneous things out of duct tape for this long? Mostly because it's a great creation tool. I love making stuff out of duct tape. It's a lot of fun to do, and I love being creative, and duct tape is a great outlet for me to use to create my creativity. Do you like Justin Bieber? No, I don't really like Justin Bieber, but that's a good question though. What do you do when you mess up something in duct tape if you stick two pieces and it doesn't stick right? First thing I do is I throw the creation down, I run out into the street, and I scream as loud as I possibly can. No, I don't really do that. I actually try to peel it apart as best I can. If that doesn't work, usually it doesn't, I end up cutting out 2 strips of tape, for example, and then doing the whole thing again. And then the last question was, how did you first hear about making things out of duct tape? Like I said before, my friend showed me that wallet out of duct tape, and then that pretty much started the whole duct tape craze that you're watching right now. So that pretty much concludes this first part of the question and answer period video. There will be another video coming tomorrow, because I'm getting a whole bunch of more questions on the channel, so stay tuned. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.